You cannot get into the White House campus without being cleared by Secret Service 5 times. The idea that the Russian state media accidentally made its way into the Oval Office is absolute bullshit. It cannot happen. Let me walk you through it as a person who's been in many of the press briefing rooms on the White House campus and in the Oval Office twice. When you are invited to the White House, you have to provide your social security number and other identification to Secret Service usually about 2 weeks, if not a month, ahead of time. That's checkpoint 1, you get cleared for invitation. The night before or the day of your White House visit, they will tell you which one of the entrances to the White House you are to report to and at what time. They run your ID, they match you to your appointment, and an aide from the White House comes to this security checkpoint to gather you. You're often held in a diplomat's holding room in the Eisenhower building, which is within the security compound of the White House. That's where I am here. And to get in here, you have to go through a set of metal detectors. You're held here for a little while and you are issued your first badge. This one has a number and a letter on it, and that means that you are allowed to be on the White House complex. While you're here, you might run into some of your elected representatives, or you might go over here, which is one of the White House briefing rooms. You have to go through, you guessed it, another set of security checkpoints to get in here. And another set of security checkpoints to go to the East Wing of the White House, which is where I met with John Kirby once. Things are a little different if you are going to end up in the Oval Office or in the West Wing. If you're in the West Wing, you get held in this room called the Roosevelt Room. That room connects to the Oval Office. You are issued a different badge once you get into the West Wing, and that is a badge that cannot be photographed. The president will come into the Roosevelt Room, then they will line you up single file. They will take everything you own, your watch, your pens, your cell phones, all that kind of stuff before you go into the Oval. You will do whatever it is you're going to do in there, and then you will be escorted out by another aide. It is a similar process to get on the campus of the vice president's residence, to get into the Pentagon, and to get into the building where your senators and congresspeople's offices are. There is no way that a Russian state media journalist was able to get into the Oval Office without an appointment. So anyway, that's a little behind the scenes of what it's like to go to the White House. No one wanders into the Oval Office.